Hello, welcome to another edition of the Cryptic Mystic, and today we're going to be doing another Cryptic Crossword walkthrough, and the crossword we're going to look at today is PostMark. PostMark's a fantastic setter, also known as Stamp. Works on the independent, but we're going to be doing one of the crossword from mycrossword.co.uk, one of our favourite websites, as you know if you've been watching the channel for a while. Lots of free puzzles on there, free to join. You can make your own puzzles as well, so it's definitely worth a visit. And some superb setters just like PostMark. I've done a few of their puzzles already and always enjoyed them. They can be pretty tough. Sometimes they have a theme, sometimes not. So let's see what today's has in store, will we? Before we do, today's St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. I know you'll be watching this tomorrow, so maybe some of you will have a bit of a sore head as you're watching this. Maybe this will be the perfect hangover cure for you. Let's see. Let's hope it doesn't give me a hangover now. But let's get on with today's crossword and see what it has in store for us, will we? Here we go. Okay, so we're doing crossword number 2323. If you want to play along, I'll put a link as well in the channel description. But for now, let's get on with it, will we, and see what it has in store for us. So let's start with 9 across. Yeah. Like some bulbs, vegetable comes with directions. Like some bulbs, vegetable comes with direction. Now, remember, there's always a definition at the beginning or the end of the clue. I feel this feels definition-y to me. So it's a way of describing some bulbs. And the whole surface here is a lovely surface. Actually, it's giving us a whole idea of onions or, some sort of bulbous vegetable, which means it's probably not that type of bulb. So the wordplay is going to be vegetable comes with directions. So I think maybe we have a word for vegetable with directions. I'm thinking directions could be north, south, east, or west. Maybe some of those which can be abbreviated. But I'm not sure yet what is going on there. So the way of describing some bulbs, like LED type, that sort of thing, that's what I'm thinking. But let's come back to it, will we? Just thought of neon. It's nothing to do with neon either, is it? Let's come back to it. Let's try 10 across. 10 across. See my pole switched for staff. This looks like a fairly straightforward anagram clue. I think this is going to be 4 is a link word between the wordplay and the definition. I think the anagram indicator here is switched. The definition is going to be staff. Usually everything after 4 is staff. So we're making an anagram of see my pole, which I believe is employees. Always a relief to get off the start, isn't it? I think. Yeah, employees looks good. Cool. Very nice. Nice clue there. Let's try 11 across. Found in siesta, what Spanish journalist sought? A couple of things to note here. So when you see a reference to like a nationality in a cryptic, it usually means we're looking for that language version of a word. So we got what here. I mean, what in Spanish is K, isn't it? Q-U-E. So I think there's going to be Q-U-E in this word. Now, what is going on? We got found in siesta. So it could be a word for found. And we get that from siesta. What Spanish journalist? Well, journalist, actually looking at this now, journalist is normally editor, or it's short, which is abbreviated to ed. Yeah, so I think this might end in ed from the journalist point of view. Which would then make it that sought as a definition because the wordplay is ending here. So we got found in siesta, what Spanish? Okay, I'm going to read it this way. I think maybe we're working for a word for siesta, which in Spain is like a lie down, isn't it? Or so a word like that. And inside that, we're going to have what in Spanish? We're going to have Q-U-E, and it's going to end in ed. I'm going to put the ed in now just to try and manifest something. Now we're looking for a word for sought. Siesta could be, well, if it's Q-W-E, that's 3 letters. So that leaves us a 4-letter word for siesta. I'm thinking rest. Yep, it's rest. It's requested. Requested is sought, isn't it? You requested the answer, you sought the answer. Nice, very nice. I like that. That's a cool clue as well, PostMark, with the whole Spanish and siesta business going on there. Nice one. Okay, 12 across. Animal stretched more after losing height. So we're losing height. So I think this is wordplay at this end. So I think we're looking for a name of an animal. That's my thought right now. So stretched more after losing height. I think we're losing an H from, because height I think can be abbreviated in H, can't it? So we're losing an H maybe from a word for stretched. Stretched more. So it probably ends in ER. So it's, someone's been stretched more. It's a comparative word, isn't it? It's got an H in it. But that's as far as I'll get. I'll put the ER in because I'm really convinced that ends in ER, but I can't think any more past that yet. Cool. Let's try 13 across. Attic being new. Agents replacing one electronic component. Something's replacing something. That's what I'm seeing here. So agents replacing one. One in cryptics is usually an I from the Roman numeral 1. Agents can be, quite often it's the CIA or maybe FBI, or could it be CID maybe sometimes, or DIs. That's more detectives actually, but attic being new, replacing one electronic. So it could mean component. Replacing one electronic component. Not really sure what's happening there. I think the definition here is attic. Maybe it's like Garrick, I'm thinking. But I don't know why it doesn't. I can't see anything in Garrick that has anything to do with agents or components. So I'm going to leave. I'll leave 13 across. Let's try 15 across. A Sam cooking with great stuffing. This feels like an anagram. Like something cooking is usually an anagram. We got a Sam. So this is. Does this mean stuffing? Don't know. I'm not sure. We need 7 letters. We only got 5 here. So where do we get the other 2 letters from? Not sure. Well, the stuff could it be the stuffing of great? Well, the stuffing of great would be REA, wouldn't it? But I don't think that's not right either. There's too many letters now. Let's come back to that one as well. I'm going to do 3 more crosses, then I'm going to try the downs and see if we can make some inroads here. Let's try 17 across. Is one during set overturning official call? Is one, again, there's that one, that's probably an I. During set overturning. So overturnings give me a reversal feeling here. During to me is usually used in a container way. So I think we might have is one inside whatever the set is. So is one would be ISI. Oh, I have it. That's a cool clue. Look at that. A set. You don't hear this very often. I remember when TVs used to be called a television set. An actual television set. Do you remember that? This is a TV, but we're swapping it around. We're doing VT, and we're putting ISI in the middle, and we're getting visit, which would be an official call, like a state visit, wouldn't it? How cool is that? Nice clue. Very nice. Right, 18 across. Double act regularly, appearing in familiar form. Well, regularly normally means take alternate letters of a word. Appearing in familiar form. Double act. Not sure. Double act regularly. What does that mean? Double act regularly, appearing in familiar form. Familiar form, what's that mean? Don't know yet. Don't know. I'll have to come back to that one as well. It's tough, this crossword, isn't it? Right, 20 across. Force answer out of PostMark's triple. Force answer out of PostMark's triple. PostMark is obviously the name of the setter. So this could be me or I'm. An answer out of, I mean answer can be abbreviated to an A. We're taking an A out of something. This means force. Not sure. Not sure. I know, like, when you see a 5-letter word for force, I always think of impale because it comes up a lot in cryptics. Could this be impale? We've got the I'm anyway from PostMark. That could be I'm. Pale. Just bear with. I don't know. I want to. Because of the I'm part, I'm thinking impale is right, but I don't understand the pale part. We're taking an A out of. That would be peel. Don't know yet. Don't know. We'll come back. Let's come back. Let's try the downs and see if we can make any headway here. Boombox. A boombox. Ends in an R. Nope, don't have that yet. Let's try 2 down. Pier out of small Sierra, stuck behind Bentley. Well, first thing I see here is Sierra. That's in the NATO alphabet for S. And small is nearly always abbreviated to an S as well. So we have small Sierra stuck behind Bentley. And this has got a question mark on, so it's like Bentley's an example of this. So this ends in 2 S's because they're coming behind. So the definition here is peer. So this is such a cool clue because obviously peer. I guess Sierra is an old Ford car, isn't it? A Ford Sierra stuck behind a Bentley. Like, it's such a nice surface. But I guarantee it's got nothing to do with looking out of. This is peer, like a Lord of the Realm type peer. It's got a Q there, so there has to be an U here, right? Just trying to think of title-y sort of things here. Marcus, isn't it? Yes, because a mark is like a make of a car, isn't it? A mark, which would be why the Bentley's an example of it. And then we get the small Sierra. Nice. So I'm very happy with that. Cool. 3 down. That's such a cool clue though. Peer out of small Sierra. That's so nice. Pipe raced through recital. Pipe raced through recital. There's a few ways you can read this. You think the word means pipe. And then you got raced through recital. You almost have the word for raced inside a recital, but there's not enough letters there for that. Recital could be a homophone indication. Through recital, it's how you hear something. Oh, that's what it is. This is cool. This is cool. This is a flue, like a chimney flue, FLUE. But obviously the raced through. Or raced even would be FLEW. So we have flue there for a pipe. Lovely. Like that one. Cool. 4 down. Given time. Notice constant changes like this. Given time, so time is abbreviated to a T nearly always, so we're given a T to something. Notice constant changes like this. I think we're changes as an anagram indicator. So we've got 8 letters, there's 6 in notice, then there's our T, and maybe constant could be a C, you know, like a constant, like a mathematical constant, can be abbreviated to a C. I think that's what we're doing. We're making an anagram of T, notice, and C, and then somehow it's some sort of overall cryptic-y definition. I'm just trying to think what you can make out of notice, E, and C. And with the T, is there another T in there? Keep wanting to make entice, but obviously there's no O. What is that? I don't know. I'll come back to it. Maybe when I get another across, maybe I'll come back. Let's try 5 down. Father's right to leave with sons pressing suit. Father's nearly always like a pa. We've got a P here. Sons can be abbreviated to an S. Right can be an R. So right is leaving, so R is coming out of a word here. I think this means suit. Now, when I see suit in cryptics, I don't think of like clothing, I think of cards. So that's what you should think of when you see suit, the word suit. So I'm looking here, like what card suits do we know? It's not hearts, it's going to be spades, and this must be spades. So I'm just going to put it in there, and then hopefully make something of the wordplay now. So, father's right to leave with sons. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. So a father, we're thinking priest here, or well, I anyway, padre, but we're taking the R out of it. So we got padre with the R removed, with sons, and sons we got 2 S's. So we put the S's around that, but they're pressing. So they're, they're containing the father's right with the fathers with the R removed. So we got padre with the R removed, contained within 2 S's, giving us spades. Neat clue that is. Cool. 6 down. Profit from something said in a midsummer night's dream. 6-4. This looks very cryptic-y definition-y, doesn't it? Maybe, or double definition-y. We got profit. I'm pretty sure this will mean profit. I want to say gotten gain, like ill-gotten gains. What's Midsummer Night's Dream? Oh, I have this. This is genius. What a clue this is. So one of the characters in A Midsummer Night's Dream is Bottom, isn't it? So something said in A Midsummer Night's Dream would be a line for bottom. It would be bottom line, which is obviously a synonym for profit. Wow. What a clue that is. That's brilliant. PostMark. Unbelievable. So good. Cool. 7 down. That made me feel great. That is king to quit when the sun goes down. Is king to quit when the sun goes down. I want to say resign. I don't know why. It's just there, just looking at me, the E and quit. When the sun goes down. I don't know. I'm going to come back to that one as well. Let's try 8 down. Trotsky say ardent revolutionary, initially becoming leader. Okay, so this is one reasonably straightforward. We have initially here. That indicates initial wordplay, like an acrostic clue where you take the initial letter of each word. So if you take the initial letter of Trotsky say ardent revolutionary, you get a czar, don't you? Which is a leader. Very nice. That's cool. Right, let's try 12 across. Now this looks like, oh, this is the animal clue. Stretched more after losing height. This must be a tiger, right? I can't think of any other animals. Can you? Tiger. Okay. So it's not, the H is not an H. Sorry, the height is not an H. It's a HT. I suppose height can be seen as HT. You can't write height at HT, can't you? So we're taking HT out of the word tighter, which would be stretched more. Something stretched more, it's tighter. Taking that HT out and we end up with tiger. Very nice. Okay. Let's try it. So we've looked at 7 down, haven't we? God, I do want to write resign, but it doesn't work now. Is king to quit when the sun goes down? This could be reigns, couldn't it? Reigns would be, let me write it down because I have a theory on this one. Hang on. R-E-I-G. Right, look. Resign. I was along the right lines with resign. So to quit is to resign, isn't it? But when the sun goes down, so sun can be abbreviated to an S. And it's when it goes down the word, like literally goes from between the E and the I down to the bottom, we get reigns. Which would be what a king is doing. That's neat. I think that's right. I'm going to stick with it for now. Take what you can get with this puzzle, I think. It's pretty tough. Cool. Right. Let's give it another go at 15 across then, because that's looking something like Assam cooking with great stuffing. Almost thought it was a hidden there for a second. But no. I can see samosas there as a word. That could be like an analyt, couldn't it, actually? Like Assam cooking with great stuff. Some samosas are stuffed, aren't they? They're very nice. Could be samosas, couldn't it? Let's just go for samosas. I don't understand the wordplay. I can't see the what. So I can see Assam. What are we left with? We're left with an O and an S with great stuffing. Or could with mean as? Maybe could be. No, it doesn't work. Not with. Don't get the wordplay there. I'll come back at the end. Try and remember at the end. Let's see if this is right. I don't even know if it's right yet, but it looks sort of right. I can see a Sam in there and it's cooking, so it's an anagram of a Sam. I don't know where the great is with great stuffing. I mean, that seems like an analyt to me. Yeah. I'm going to come back. If it turns out to be right, we'll come back and look at it. Try and remember. Shout at me, please, at the end if I haven't looked. Right. 16 down. Let's try that. Student opens gob to squeal. Student is a classic word in cryptics. It's usually abbreviated to an L, which is short for learner. And it's opening gob. So that looks to me that there's an L splitting a word here. For gob, and the whole thing means squeal. Actually, I've just said it's split, isn't it? This is split because to gob is to spit, isn't it? It's a gross word. I hate that word. Gob. Ugh. And we put the L in the middle of it and we get split, which can mean squeal. I like it. Okay. 20 across. That's that one. This must be impale. Force. I'm going to put it in. Because look at it now. We've got so many of the check-in letters. This must be impale. Force. Answer out of. So we're putting an A. We're taking an A out of here somewhere. Heal. But I don't understand it. Sorry. That's another one to look up. So I'll have to look up 15 across and 20 across. Right. I'm fairly let's try 21 down. If this begins with a P, then we're in. For definite, it's impale. Old port being poured. Officer follows correct procedure. We'll just from this word procedure. Beginning with a P, correct procedure. This looks like protocol to me. We're also making some sort of anagram here with port. An old O and port, I think. Yeah, it is. It's protocol. So the old port being poured is an anagram indicator. It's quite a nice anagram indicator, isn't it? And then officer could be a colonel, COL. And that the follows here refers to the officer following the anagram of old port. It's really neatly written, this. Correct procedure is the definition. Protocol. Nice. That's neat. 25 across. Let's go there. We've got 3 check-in letters here. Guides pronounced facial expression and unfriendly sign. 4, 3. Has to be something out, doesn't it? Keep out. I want to say keep out. Guides could be a key. Pronounced could be a homophone. Yeah, it's key. Oops. This is how this is pronounced. Basically, it's key. And then a pout is a facial expression. How cool is that? It's even a pronounced facial expression, actually, is a pout, isn't it? But I think this is a homophone. Guide would be a key. A guide, a key in a map or something. Would be a guide. That's a very nice clue. Unfriendly sign. Keep out. Really cool. I like that. Let's try 19 down. We got a K to look for. What pickpocket might do with watch? What pickpocket might do with watch? This feels like a cryptic definition. Something a pickpocket might do, which would be take something. No, can't think of anything else right now than that one. Let's try, where do we go next? Try 27 across. Let's see if we can make anything there. City rat needs a hole. City rat needs a hole. I feel, just from my experience, we're probably looking for a name of a city here. Rat needs a hole. What can rat mean? Maybe these are all homographs. Remember, how many meanings of rat can you think of? Now, obviously, PostMark wants us to think of a rat like an animal, and that's not what we have to do here. It's going to be a different meaning of rat. There's probably to tell, to squeal on people or something like that. That could be a rat. More the verb. Needs a, and A is probably in the answer. Hole. I mean, this could end in hole, but I can't think of any cities ending in hole. Rat. But that's just cool. Sing is rat. Then we have our A, and then a hole is a pour. That's very nice. City rat needs a hole. That's so good. Really cool. Right, let's try 28 down. Swedes and cabbages, a selection thereof. Oh, what a clue this is. I love it. Anyone who can get ABBA into a cryptic deserves a bell for me. I love this one. It's a hidden word clue. So a selection thereof is telling me it's a, I think it was a synonym of somewhat. Whenever you see somewhat on a clue, it's nearly always a hidden word, isn't it? The definition here is Swedes. And then and is a link. And then we have cabbages. The word is hidden in cabbages. Look, it's ABBA. How nice. That is great. I love it. Right. 29 down. Game husband and wife going off shellfish. Okay, 29 down. Game husband and wife going off shellfish. So you get to know words that are abbreviated commonly in cryptics when you do a lot of them. So husband and wife are nearly always abbreviated to H and W. So we're losing an H and a W from a word here. And it's coming off shellfish. And the whole thing means game. What could that be? I don't think this is a game like Ludo. You know, it's not it's probably a different game. Some sort of game, like like a boar. Don't know. Do not know. Let's see if we can get 31 across. That'll help, won't it? 31 across. Blackbird permit. Blackbird permit. Oh, it's a toughie, isn't it? Blackbird. Don't know. Do not know. I'm a bit worried now, that bottom corner. We'll come back to it. Let's not panic yet. Let's try 19 down. Look, we've got an extra letter now there for 19 down than we had before. What pickpocket might do with watch? It's definitely take something, isn't it? It has to be. Pickpockets take stuff, don't they? Take note. A pickpocket would take a note, wouldn't it? Like literally steal like a £5 note. And watch could be to take note as well. Yeah, just take note. That's cool. It's a double definition, isn't it? Not sure about the width there, but maybe what pickpocket might do is take note. With watch. I suppose this is with that. So wordplay with wordplay, or definition with definition. Take note. Nice. Right, let's try, where are we going now? Let's try 30 across. Look at that, it ends in a T. Lightning charge, reversing polarity. Lightning charge, reversing polarity. I wonder, we have like polarity. When I think of polarity, I think of north and south. You know, maybe if we're reversing polarity, maybe we're changing an S and an N. Maybe it's a word, we're changing the S and the N, maybe. Lightning. So it means lightning, maybe, if that's the case. So charge. I'm not sure. Not sure. Let's try 26 down. Couples oddly preferred to woods. Couples oddly usually means take the odd letters of a word, right? Couples oddly would be C-U-L-S. That's not a word. So maybe the oddly refers to preferred. Oh, it could be oddly preferred, like oddly letters of a word preferred. Oh, it is. Look at that. That's nice. Look at that. I like the capital W as well. It's bit of disguise going on there. So look, if we take the odd letters of two woods, we get TWOS, twos. That would be couples, wouldn't it? Twos. Cool. Okay. That gives us something, doesn't it? Let's try 26 across. Cast contributing to fourth rewrite. What a nice surface that is. Sounds like a nightmare. Yes, I have this, and this is another lovely hidden word clue. Look at that. So this word means, the definition here is cast, and it's contributing to. So it's it's contributing to the letters of fourth rewrite. That's how you should read it. And look inside there, you get through. It's the past tense of throw, and cast is the past tense of cast. Brilliant. Okay, 23 down, let's go there. Warwickshire area bearing origin of gunpowder plot. Well, this is, I love this. It definitely wants us to keep gunpowder plot in our heads, but I think we should split this word. Because we've Warwickshire area bearing origin of gunpowder. So origin of gunpowder, as far as a cryptic is concerned, is the letter G. And if this is bearing it, that means it's got it on top of it. So this starts with a G, this word. We need a Warwickshire area, and the whole thing will mean plot. I'm putting my G in there now. I'm not confident this is a plot. Now, what sort of plot are we talking about? Probably not like a scheme or a plan. Garden, look at that. It's Arden. Arden is an area of Warwickshire, isn't it? The forest of Arden. And you put the G on top, you get garden, which is a plot. That's a lovely clue there. Very nice. My favourite is still, where is it? Bottom line. That is brilliant. Brilliant. 22 across, let's try that. Luigi and Romeo possibly getting a home here. Nice cryptic-y sounding definite clue this. We get Romeo is again the native alphabet, so there's definitely an R in this. And this possibly, I think, is an anagram indicator. You'll see we have a G already. I think we're making an anagram of Luigi and Romeo. An R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's only, and then getting A. So we're putting an A, an R, and a Luigi together. And we're getting a place. Oh, what's that called? I want to say Lugiari. Lugiari? Is it Lugiari? It's in Italy, isn't it? Lugiari, no, is it Lugiari? What's that place called? It begins with an L. Definitely begins with an L. This is an anagram of Luigi and Romeo. And the A as well. Probably ends in an A then, if that's the case. Liguria, that's what it's called, Liguria. That's the name of it, isn't it? Liguria. It's one of those really nice coastal places. Just around the corner from France, isn't it? I think. Liguria. Probably not how you pronounce it, but I think that's the way you say it. So it's Luigi with a Romeo anagrammed, and then they get an A. Yeah, happy with that. Cool. Let's try 14 down. If we get 14 down, could be the key to the whole lot here. If we get that, then we're laughing. Weave a lot of wire netting. I have this. This is nice. A lot of wire netting means not all of it. So we're removing one of the letters, usually the last letter, the G. and we're actually then weaving that. We're making an anagram of that. What a neat clue! And this is also an anlet, semi-anlet, because the thing means weave as well. It says intertwine. That's a cool clue. Oh, it did help to have a lot of the checking letters already, I think. D-W-I-N-E. Intertwine. Very nice. You can see that's wire netting without the G there. Cool. Very cool. 13 down. Come on, look, we've got it's a navel or revel. What's it going to be? Hammer little stones regardless of radius. Oh, this must be gavel. It's a hammer, isn't it? It's a gavel. That's cool. Look at that. So how do we get that then? So the definition is a hammer. And then the wordplay is little stones regardless of radius. So little stones are gravel, isn't it? And then regardless of means deleting. Radius can be abbreviated to an R. Take the R out of gravel and we end up with gavel. And we get our order hammer. Or sold hammer even. Right. Brilliant. Let's go. Stop waffling, Martin. 13. This is the Yatic again. It's not Garrick then, is it? Don't know. Let's try 24 down again. I'm still looking at that. Let's see. Grant, Jenny and Leo maybe sharing seconds. I think this means Grant. I like this sharing seconds. Leo is a star sign. I'm thinking sign here, you see. That's what it is. This is a sign. That's a cool clue. Jenny's a female donkey, isn't it? An ass. So we got the ass and the sign, but they're sharing an S. They're sharing a second. Very good. Very nice. And this looks like overnight, doesn't it? This one now. 30 across. Lightning charge, reversing polarity. Overnight. Overnight. Why is that? So it is that thing I was thinking about, north and south. So we got oversight. Reversing the polarity. So we're changing the S for an N, and that gives us overnight. That's what's going on there. So we go changing from oversight to overnight, and that means lightning. Because if something happens quickly, it happens, it's overnight. Cool. Okay. What have we got left here? 18 across. It's 3 letters, Martin. It's got ends in a T. Come on. Double act, regularly appearing in familiar form. Such a cool clue. Sounds like a brother and sister act, doesn't it? Oh, I've just had a thought, actually. Familiars are cats, aren't they? Is this a cat? Or familiars are like a witch's cat. They're familiars. They're called familiars. I think this is cat. Now I understand this double business. So if we write act twice, so ACT, ACT, and then treat it regularly, as in take the alternate letters of act, we get cat. That's what happens there. We get cat. So we get think of it ACT, ACT, and we're taking notice every second letter. We get cat. If something appears in familiar form. That's a brilliant clue. So clever. I love that one. That and bottom line have my votes so far. Right, 4 down. So 4 down is, this is time, notice, and the C. There's the C, look, of constant. So what is that word? Notice. We need to find the space for the N and another T. Tectonic. Those tectonic plates are always... I mean, I don't actually know the meaning of tectonic. I know tectonic plates are they always moving? Or... don't know the actual definition of tectonic. But given time, you notice constant changes like this. I suppose you would notice over time, you notice the tectonic plates would have moved, wouldn't you? I think this has to be tectonic. There's our notices in there, look, and then we have a T and a C added on. Yeah, happy with that. Happy with that. I'm going to look up tectonic as well at the end. Or maybe I'll look in the notes and see what it says about that. Right. 9 across. Come on, let's go 9 across. Like some bulbs, vegetables comes with directions. So it's not directions. It can't be north, south, east, and west because this ends in an L. Well, maybe it's right and left. Or left and right, you know what I mean? So that's an R. Oh, this is taking me back. This is pearl. Everything's all LED now, isn't it? You never think of pearl light bulbs anymore. But we got our vegetable here. There's a P. Comes with R and L, right and left. Very nice. And the definition is like some bulbs. I like that. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 left to do. I'm really not sure about the bottom right though. Let's see, 21 across. That looks like spur or spar, doesn't it? Has to be spar. Box. What is a boom? Well, I think I know what's happening here. This is like a double definition, but the word, you have to split the word. Because a boom could be a spar, couldn't it? Like a, you know, like a boom, like you put across like a bar type thing, or like a boom you put across a river maybe. And box is to spar. So that's like 2 words in one, like a double definition, but within one word if that's possible. We get spar. So spar means boom and it means box, you know what I mean? Okay. 13 across. This word is just looking at I'm not even looking at the clue yet. I'm just looking at this word. Grecian. I want to say Grecian. We got the agents, the CIA. Look at that. There's the CIA. Replacing new CIA, replacing one electronic. Well, Attic is that's a region of Greece, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's even like a dialect or something. Grecian, Attic. So Grecian, I'm confident of is the answer. So we got CIA is replacing one, but that would be, no, it's replacing one electronic component. So maybe it's an E. So new is green. Something being new is green. And what we're doing, we're taking an electronic component, one electronic component. So he's saying that's an E, and replacing it with agents, CIA, and that gives us Grecian. Nice. Okay. Last 2 then. Here we go. Blackbird permit. Blackbird. Oh, that's tough. I don't know. 29 down. Game, husband and wife going off shellfish. Right? There's definitely, I'm trying to think of shellfish here. We're taking a W and an H, or an H and a W off shellfish. What shellfish can you think of? Mussels. Clams. Winkles? No, are they shellfish? Oh, whelks? Elks, that's it. Cool. Whelks, W-H-E-L-K-S. Take off the W and the H. And we're left with elks. They're like a game, like something you could hunt. Nice. So that leaves 31 across, which looks like the word brook. Blackbird. A rook is a blackbird. I wonder if this is a bit like the previous one with the spar, you know, when we had the boombox. If this is like black could be just B, and then bird could be rook. And then brook, does that mean permit? To allow something is to brook. Might do. Don't know, I'm not 100% confident of that, but it sounds maybe like it would be. Okay, well look, I've filled in all the letters. I'm not 100. I mean, just based on what we were left with, I can't think of another word that would fit in there actually. So I think brook is right. So I'm going to do the old check grid business and see how we get on here. Confirm check grid. Wow, nothing changed. Amazing. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that puzzle. That was so good, and nothing will beat bottom line for me. That I loved ABBA obviously, but bottom line, 6 down. What a clue. What a clue. Now, I've got my memory working today, so let's look up 15 across samosas, 20 across impale, and just work out what's going on with brook as well. Okay, 15 across. So you can go, if we can go now and look at down here somewhere, annotated solutions, right? Let's go. So which one was it? 15 across, samosas. So it's an andlet, yeah. Assam cooking, anagram with great, OS. Why does OS mean great? Is that oversized? Is that what it stands for? Or outsized or something like that maybe? So we definitely get the anagram. Okay, so that's what's happening there. Cool. What was the other one? Impale. Okay, here we go. Impale. Wow, this is a long explanation. Okay, so we got force, yeah. Answer equals A out of deletion. So it's a deletion. We're taking the A out of postmarks. Triple. So I'm is postmark. Triple. Peal minus an A. A triple is a particular peal of bells reverted to okay, so a triple is like a particular way of pulling the ropes and make some sort of sounds you can make with the bells. Reverted to version clear. The first solving experience of had problems with a version that tried too hard to be a crosswordy surface. It could be justified, but it's a bit too out there in hindsight. I think the surface still alludes to a triple definition. Not everyone will know that a triple is a peal of bells, but there you go. Well, I didn't know that. So, although now you've said it, it does ring a bell. No pun intended there, I didn't mean to do that. Do you get doubles as well in peals? But that's a neat clue, that's clever. What was the other one? What was the other one I was stuck at? Let's close. The other one was, well, let's look at brook. 31 across. Blackbird permit. Definition is permit. LNS, black equals B and bird equals rook. Brook. QM as gentle LNS hint. I don't know what does QM mean? What does LNS stand for? Is that like lift and separate, is it? So we're lift and separate these things. QM as gentle LNS hint. I don't know what that means. Is LNS is written? It must mean lift and separate, because I'm just looking at the spar one here now. We got lift and separate, boom and box. EM for the LNS. I don't. What does that mean? EM and QM. Might mean been a bit lost there now. I don't know what that means. Well, we got there. I think just sometimes how you do get there in cryptics, isn't it? You end up with you end up with getting there, but not necessarily always understanding it. That's the joy of cryptics, because you got two ways of getting to every clue, haven't you? Or getting to every answer. Well, look, I hope you enjoyed that. That was a great way to spend a St. Patrick's evening. Bit different than the way that I used to spend St. Patrick's evenings, to be fair. But what a lovely puzzle. If you played along, how did you get on? Let me know how you did, and I'll let PostMark know what you think of their puzzle. I think it's brilliant. These are fantastic quality puzzles, aren't they? So keep them coming, PostMark. I really enjoyed that one. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that, please. That would be great. And if you want to get involved in the live stream this week, our clue of the week is agents. There we are. We even had agents appear in this clue, the CIA. But if you can come up with a clue for agents, send it to my email address there, and I'll feature it in the live stream. Now, on the live stream, we came up with an idea last night's live stream, that we might try and blitz create a whole cryptic puzzle in, like crowd surf it in a way. So I might come up with like a 7x7 puzzle grid. And so I'll have maybe 8 clues or something like that to try and come up with an answer for. And between everyone on the live stream, we'll try and see if we can create a puzzle as quickly as we can. So if you fancy seeing what that's like, it'll be complete chaos, because we've never done it before, so I'm sure it'll be fun. But maybe it won't work, I don't know. But come along on Sunday at 8 o'clock to watch and see the disaster unfold in front of your eyes. But look, that was great. I really enjoyed that puzzle. Hope you did too. And I'll see you again soon. Okay, thanks. Bye.